Hey everybody, Matthew Cole with West Shore Mortgage here in Sacramento. Today we're with Javier Ortiz with Beecher ONeill, and he's gonna talk a little bit about why it's super important to get your insurance coverage up front and know what you're asking. Hey everybody, I got Javier Ortiz with Beecher ONeill with me today, and we're gonna talk about why it's super important to get your insurance, and we're gonna learn a little bit about Javier and why my team uses him as our #1 go-to insurance guy. So, Javi, how long have you been in insurance?
I've been doing insurance for over 13 years.
Yeah. How long have you been with Beecher ONeill?
It'll be 8 years in August.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
All right. Why should people use Beecher ONeill insurance versus all the commercialized, Allstate, State Farm, you know, all the guys that are selling people on TV? Like, what's the difference between you guys?
The difference between Beecher ONeill and everybody else is that we're a broker. So we have different companies that the companies don't offer. Like companies like State Farm, Allstate, Farmers are called captive agents. They only have one product line. So they only offer their product and that's it. Where we're a broker, so we have different companies available depending on your square footage of your house, where it's located, because everything's based on zip code and the year built, and we just go out and shop it around and find the best possible rate.
So that's the important part, you know, getting the best insurance. Because even though it's a small amount of the loan process, if your house were to have an issue, it could become a massive problem. My favorite thing about this guy is that if something happens, I call him on his cell phone and say, Javi, I got a problem, and he takes care of it. You don't get that kind of service from anybody else. What would you say the most important things to look out for when you're getting an insurance quote? If it's not from you, if it's from somebody else, what are the top things to look out for on the insurance quote?
So the top things to look for are deductibles. Sometimes people will sneak in a 1% deductible thinking that it's a $1,000 deductible, but it's really 1% of your coverage amount. So if your coverage amount is $400,000, your deductible is $4,000.
Okay.
But people look at that one and think, oh, it's $1,000. Okay, so depends on that. One other thing too is liability coverage, right? You wanna make sure you have minimum $300,000 for liability. Most companies do $100,000, which I don't understand. You got people buying homes in El Dorado Hills, $1 million properties, and they have $100,000 for liability. You're buying $1 million home, protect your assets, right? Yeah. That's one thing. A lot of companies now, on my side, the broker side, have these two coverages that are really important called service line coverage that covers your sewage pipes from your house to city main lines, which is really important for other homes. And then home service protection, which covers like your heater, your air conditioner, things like that as well. It's kind of like a home warranty, but it's a little different. You kind of want to have both, but at least for the first year.
Super important to be able to get that coverage, because I can tell you from a homeowner's perspective, having a sewer line that has a tree root growing through it and you don't know it because the person that you bought the house from maybe provided the scope of your sewer line or something like that, that shit's expensive. So you don't want any part of that. Like, you want to make sure that it's covered. So having that kind of insurance policy is actually really kind of helpful. I didn't even know that was even such a thing, to be honest.
I do it all the time for all my clients.
That's huge. There's a lot of misconception in regards to what a homeowner's insurance and a home warranty. Javi, what's the difference between having home insurance and your home warranty?
So your home warranty will cover like small things like, hey, my garage door opener isn't working. Hey, my garbage disposal's not working. Hey, my electrical outlet's not working. Ceiling fans, things like that. Those homeowner insurance does not cover those things. Homeowner insurance covers major things: fire, smoke, water damage, wind damage, theft, vandalism, liability, and those are the big differences.
Yeah. So I got a question for you. What is the most wild insurance claim you've ever heard of?
So I actually had a client call me a couple years ago, and they washed their barbecue pit in the shower. And when they drug it outside through the carpet, it stained their carpet. So they called and wanted to file a claim for grease on the carpet.
This guy picks up his cell phone, he gives everybody his personal cell. I give everybody my personal cell for problems and questions. That's why he's the go-to for my team. He's always just right on it, no questions asked. He's able to provide whatever you need. So if you have any questions, hit Javi up on his Instagram or reach out to his company. Ask for Javier personally, and I guarantee you that he'll be there to pick up the phone. You always hit me up if you have any questions or want to reach Javi, but getting your homeowner's insurance is extremely important. Make sure you reach out to Javier if you have any questions on how to get that going.